one of the myths that you really break down for a lot of people, I think for them, it's really like a breakthrough, is that change and transformation doesn't really start with technology or the AI tools. It actually starts with you. So given that a lot of the leaders these days, let's say they belong to a different generation and maybe AI isn't a tool that they're familiar with, what are some of the things, whether it's mindset or specific action, do you think leaders should take so that they can actually lead the AI change?
Sure. So start with stay in a place of curiosity. You don't have to know anything about AI. You should learn, enough to be conversant in it, but that doesn't take very long. Do a little Google search, spend 15 minutes reading, you can start to have a conversation about it. It's not that hard. But stay in that space of curiosity. I think one of the things that becomes, really challenging is we see a new technology and we're like, I don't know this. I don't know how it's going to impact things. Is it going to impact me? Is it going to be something else I need to learn and know? Am I now inadequate to the tasks? I don't understand this new technology. And a lot of people, when they start to feel that way, begin to fight against the technology as opposed to just get curious and stay curious about it and be open to it and not let it threaten you. And I think that's the biggest thing is, stay curious, don't get threatened by what's happening with artificial intelligence and machine learning. As soon as he brings it up, if somebody, because what you're going to have inevitably, the first thing you're going to be encountering with this is the vendor, the salesperson who says, by the way, got this AI-based tool. You'll see that all of a sudden everything they're selling now is AI-based, and whatever the hot word is, it's going to be, that's what it's all about. And they're trying to sell it to you. What will it do? It will do everything. Peanut butter your sandwiches, make your bed, be your prom date. Nothing it can't do. And as a friend of mine used to say, never confuse the demo with the install. And you get it, it's like, oh, okay, it really doesn't do all those things yet. But I'm sure it could at one point. But don't get cynical. Be curious. Ask more questions. Push them for how does it do that? How does that exactly show up? How does that work? How do I partner with that? How do I collaborate with that machine learning and technology? How does my team integrate with that? Get really curious and start asking all the questions that you would have. Don't be afraid of being totally curious and ignorant and making them explain it to you, because that'll do two things. One, where they have good answers, it'll educate you. And two, where they don't have good answers, you'll see the cracks in kind of, what they're selling. One more kind of might make, I work in another organization, changeforce.ai. And Changeforce is a, consulting organization backed with a tool. And when they started with the tool that they had, they focused much more on the tool. And over time, the CEO and the founders realized that it's not about the tool helps, but it's about the actual advisory consulting, work that the humans are doing. And so they've gone out and reframed what they're doing and brought in more consultants, either partners like myself or other people that are, employed by them full time, that they use the tool, which is a great tool to look at your communications like Teams and Slack and understand sentiment analysis around how are people feeling about things that are strategically important. Are they moving them forward or not? It's great information. But you have to have a human being to help phrase the right questions and frame them and then decide what to do with the information. So again, all these things are great tools to help us do our jobs. Be curious about that. Be open to that. That's what I would say.